All right, y'all. So I want to talk about overuse of social media. I'm coming for the social media. Why am I coming for the social media? Because God is. God came for me and he said, Jennifer, now go for them. So I said, okay. So I want to talk about the overuse of it, because with my social media, I made a transition from a long time ago, and it's been getting cleaned up more and more to right now. It's pretty much all the way cleaned up, where I said, I'm going to use social media for growth and development. So when you look at my feed, I could look at it and I could tell the state of my very soul, right? Is my mind, will, and emotions? And I look through my feed and I'm like, all right, prophetic word, motivation, videos. I'm looking at spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment. I see sermons on there. I see gospel music on there. I see a bunch of stuff that I could be real proud of. Like I could show the pastor and be like, look at that. Hey, look at my feed. Look at where we at. And I thought that was a really good thing until at one point I came across a video and it talked about the deception of self-improvement, and that sometimes being exposed to the teaching of self-improvement becomes the goal without the application, without the work to actually improve. So you believe the consumption of these self-improvement products are self-improvement, and it's not. It's only the acquisition of information, right? But if you don't take that and reflect on it and apply it to your life and put it into practice, then all it is information. See, you could be a person that's like, yeah, I read, I study, I view videos, I do all these things, but if that's all you ever do, and it only stays at the information point and it never goes beyond that to the actual work, then you could get fooled into thinking you're improving and you're not. Your life actually looks no different. You've just acquired a bunch of, again, information. So I was like, all right, let me start actually doing the work and applying when I come across anything relating to growth and development, what I'm consuming with social media. But I got on, these prophetic words, and I continued to just be consumed with it. And I was so proud of it. But the Lord really corrected me. And he's been telling me for a while, y'all. And I've been kind of struggling with this and doing my best with it. But I haven't always succeeded with it until the Lord is now on my neck. It's like, yeah, this needs to stop. And what he was telling me was, God uses people on social media to speak to his children. This is a tool that the Lord can use because he wants to meet us where we're at. And so many people are on social media. So he's like, well, if social media has your attention, I want to get my people on social media so they could grab your attention, because I got a word for you. I got a message for you. And if that's what you like to use to engage in, I'm going to use that. But see, what the Lord was convicting me with was that God uses people, but so does Satan. Satan uses people on social media as well. There are false prophets out there. There are individuals that the devil has sown to create confusion, to create chaos, to manipulate you. That's why you'll hear words that say one thing one day and then next week it'll say something different. See, that kind of stuff causes angst and torment in your soul, because you like, wait a minute, I was just, what happened? And it has you going in different directions. So not only that, but God was like, this is a tool. But if you rely too much on this tool and not me, if you replace me with the tool that I'm using, I will come down there and confuse the whole situation, just like he did with the Tower of Babel. Don't you know? God will have different words come on your feed to confuse you and confuse the situation. So all of a sudden now you realize you need to back away from it because it's not serving you anymore, because you're getting thrown all over the place. See, you got to see how manipulative social media could be, because one minute you could be in a good mood and receive a good prophetic word and you could draw closer to God, but in another minute receive a message and be like, man, feeling like you want to give up, feeling like you want to quit, feeling so disappointed, feeling like, man, it's around the corner again. Here we go with the dangling of the carrot, or here we go, there's more I got to do. Like, it's just never enough. And you got to see how Satan can use that. You got to see how the Lord will use that to tell you to get off of social media. You see, we were never meant to rely on that and that alone. We should be going to God. See, when you want to hear a word from God, you need to get in your secret place and you need to go seek God, not get on your phone, not get on your computer. And I'm not condemning, because I've been guilty of this too. And the only reason why I can give this word to you is because God gave it to me. But the Lord had to tell me once, he said, you keep going to them for the word. I give you the word all day, and I can give you the word. I speak directly to you. You need to come to me. You need to rely on me. You see, not only that, but it's the fact that it could be in excess. So you need to evaluate your social media usage, even if you feel like it's for the good, because good in excess is a problem. I'm telling you, go ahead. Go hit the gym up in excess and tell me how you feel the next day. Matter of fact, I'm going to come to you 2 days later and see what you're looking like. Go spend 4 hours in the gym. Go spend as much time in the gym as you spend in social media, and let me see what you looking like a couple days later. Keep it up every day and let me see what you looking like at the end of the week. Baby, situation. Go ahead and diet down as seriously as you be involved in social media. You ain't gonna be able to walk across the street. Anything good. See, people get caught up in their jobs. It is good to have a job. It is good to earn an income if that's what God is calling you to do. But have that be in excess, and have you be overworked and you taking it home and you never getting a break and you being so consumed with it and you being driven by it. It's a problem. Let's talk about ministry. Ministry is beautiful. Ministry is of God. But if the devil can't stop you, he'll push you. Let him get into that thing and push you and push you and push you. Even ministry to excess, with no boundaries, with no discipline, with no discernment, is a terrible thing. It'll eat you up. So even anything good in excess becomes detrimental. I'm not saying social media is bad. I am saying social media in excess, just like anything else, can be detrimental. Do a social media detox. Go a day without social media. See how you feel. If the thought of that drives you wild, baby, therein lies the problem. When you see yourself throughout the day struggling not to get through the day with social media, therein lies the problem. Seek God, not social media. Talk soon.